I'm here in the beautiful high desert of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Now, if you've been watching Triple D for a while, you know that I love to throw in my music references. I'm always talking about Metallica and AC/DC, Kid Rock and Leonard Skinner. So when I hear there's a chef that's all about farm to table, and he's got a restaurant where the name kind of plays a little homage to one of my favorites, Motley Crue, you know I gotta check it out. This is Dr. Feelgood's Kitchen.
Got New Mexican pulled pork outside. Come get it.
It's good comfort food, and sometimes you just need that.
The Brussels are down.
Everything is made from scratch, locally sourced.
I dig it. All put together by Josh Gerwin, who's blazing his own trail as a Josh of all trades. Where'd the pizza oven come from?
I built it.
And you're not just doing pizza in there.
No, we do some mussels and bread pudding and some steak.
Fresh bake your bread?
Yes, sir. Butchering whole animals. I have a full-blown butcher shop about 5 doors down.
Really?
Yeah. We bring whole hogs in. We got the belly. It's gonna make our bacon.
Which goes into a classic sandwich with a not-so-classic style.
Josh's twist on the BLT.
It's a whole burger of bacon, which certainly I've never heard of anywhere except for here.
The mayo and the freshly baked bread, it's just delicious.
What are we gonna make?
Bacon.
All right, man, let's get into it.
Brown sugar.
Fresh ground black pepper.
Pink salt. Kosher salt.
How many bellies you guys doing in a week?
8 to 12.
So no 9, 10, or 11.
Well, because 2 come per pig.
I'll be over here.
Cure our pork belly now. 7 to 10 days.
What are you smoking it with?
Applewood. 4 to 6 hours at 160 until it gets a nice mahogany. I grind it and make a 9-ounce patty.
You give them 9 ounces of bacon on this thing?
Well, and the lean meat that binds it together.
This I gotta say. Beautiful bacon, dude.
Put that on the grill, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Can I just have this on a stick? All that effort to make this great bacon, and now we're gonna grind it up.
Yeah,
And then make the patty, and we're done?
pretty much. And I season it with some kosher salt and white pepper. Cook it in the wood-fired oven.
You make the bread also?
Yeah, potato bread. It's like half potatoes and half flour. Boiled russets.
This is more potato than bread. I've never seen potato bread at this level.
We go in with our water,
Fresh yeast, super critical. Some olive oil.
AP flour, bread flour, salt. Mix it for about 12 minutes, let it proof for about an hour till it doubles in size.
Portion it out.
Roll them out into the Kaiser shape, let them proof, and approximately double in size.
What temperature are you gonna make it at?
350, about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Toasted Kaiser.
Okay.
Get a little bit of mayonnaise on it. Nice heirloom tomatoes.
Gorgeous.
Some organic greens. Tiny bacon patty over here.
I've never seen that much bacon on a BLT.
Top it with our Kaiser for you. House-made onion rings.
You ready? That's a monster. Bro, this is what everybody wants a BLT to be like. You're getting the volume of a burger, the flavor of the bacon, the whole top of that patty is just all that crispy, crunchy, unctuous flavor. Then on the inside, it's super tender. It's just done perfectly. I mean, it's BLT of another level. You are a dangerous man.
Thank you very much.
So here we are in Georgetown, about 30 miles north of Austin, to check out Monument Cafe. And he's been mixing farm-fresh flavors with a taste of Texas since opening this joint in '95.
Get the King Ranch casserole.
There's chicken, and there's cheese, and peppers. It's really a Texas thing.
So let me get this straight. Where does King Ranch sauce come from?
To feed the ranch hands down at the King Ranch, South Texas, they used to make this.
Okay.
Start with some oil, add our onions, bell pepper, and a little bit of celery. Cook that down.
Okay.
Garlic, sliced mushrooms. And down we deglaze it a little bit with some white wine. A little salt, black pepper, comino.
Down here, the comino is cumin.
That's what you're calling cumin?
Yeah, comino.
Camino.
Comino, a little chili powder. A little Rotel tomatoes and green chilies.
So we've got canned tomatoes with some like a hatch green chili. Smells like Mexican food.
Flour in.
If you have fat, that's when it starts to work together and build the roux.
Where'd the fat come from?
The fat came from one, we started with oil.
All right.
Now he'll slowly add in a little chicken stock.
And finish off with some whole milk.
So you just sit there and let this reduce a little bit.
How long you reduce that?
Maybe 5-6 minutes.
And then it's gonna settle and
Yep, tighten it right up.
Viscous?
Yep.
And then we get to eat. That's the best part. And race the cars. That'll be later.
blow them doors completely off, melt the toast.
So now we're about ready to assemble the casserole and put it in the oven.
I don't know the word casserole exactly works.
Enchilada stack or something?
Cashelada.
Guess.
Looks like a bit of an enchilada.
I know. I like cashelada. I'm gonna change it.
Okay.
I'll go and get the Sharpie and change all the menus by this afternoon. Okay, so hit it.
Ladle the sauce down.
So the tortillas don't stick and don't dry out.
Exactly.
And whose recipe was this?
Everyone in Texas has a different recipe. Local.
This is a staple?
Yeah. Did you grow up on it?
No, my mom was not a good cook. Sorry, Mom, you know you weren't.
Pulled chicken.
Dark and white.
Yep. Grated Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese. More sauce.
Thanks for using dark meat.
More flavorful.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the most flavor. It's got the most fat. Okay, so 3 layers of it. This is the last one.
Yep.
Is there gonna be any cheese on top of it?
Yep.
We'll just serve that half to Matthew and then that half to me.
Sounds good.
Into the oven, man.
All right.
And then how long will it bake off?
About 45 minutes, 350-degree oven.
Not covered?
Not covered. Here's our King Ranch casserole. Serve it with pinto beans and roasted root vegetables.
I like the corner.
You just jumped right in and took the corner.
You got 3 more.
Yeah, there's 3. It's those green chilies that come through. Creamy, not spicy, which gets misinterpreted a lot of times when we talk about Tex-Mex food. Mm-hmm. Just like Matthew was saying, having that dark meat, I think you did the right balance.
No, real good consistency, man. Not too wet, not too dry.
Shovel down a plate full of that?
Easily.
A good smile.
Cashelada.
Casserole.
That's like Texas comfort food.
Texas comfort food.
Now, I've been hearing a lot about a place called Super Duper Weenie in Connecticut. I have friends that live in Connecticut, Alex and Steve, and they invite me over to their house one night for dinner. Now, what comes rolling down the driveway for dinner but this, the Super Duper Weenie Wagon? I'm telling you, I did some great field testing, and that's what brings us here to Fairfield, Connecticut, to the Super Duper Weenie World Headquarters.
One with mustard, one with chili.
Hot dogs are the best.
If you want a real serious, authentic, old-fashioned hot dog,
Super Duper's the place to come.
Because Gary Zamola
Chicago.
is serious about his dogs. So you're the big weenie here. A culinary school grad who fell in love with an old hot dog truck.
When I found the truck, it was back in 1991. I took it and gutted it, redid it. Got a California.
And started doing hot dogs his way.
One New York.
It's just a special hot dog. They slice and cook it on the grill.
I like to get a nice browning on them, get them a little crispy.
That's the difference between here and any other hot dog stand.
That and the scratch-made toppings. When you start opening packages, you make all this.
Yes.
From sweet relish to hot relish to chili.
The fixings make all the difference.
On all kinds of combos.
The New Yorker has the sauerkraut and the spicy relish.
And it's really good.
The Dixie Dog, chili and coleslaw. What a combination.
The Chicago, dill pickle with the hot relish.
The pickle makes it mwah.
You ready for them?
And folks just couldn't get enough of them.
Thank you.
The truck just got to be overwhelming. I could not keep up.
So Gary opened this joint,
World headquarters of Super Duper Weenie.
where they're turning out 2,000 dogs a week.
Got a New Englander. Top-selling dog is a New Englander.
The bacon, the sauerkraut, and I like the sweet relish a lot.
Like a typical pickled relish, but fresh.
Cucumber takes a big role in this.
Yes, the sweet cucumber relish. Chop, toss with some kosher salt. Let them sit overnight, get all the water out. Red and green bell peppers. Cucumbers, onions.
Mom knows you stole her bowl.
This had ambrosia salad in it last week. Mustard seed, celery seed, sugar. This is cider vinegar, water. We're gonna bring this up to a simmer, shut it off. I still want it a little crispy.
That's bananas.
That's relish. I'm gonna give it a blend.
So you're gonna leave a little texture to it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do we taste it? I know why they call it relish. You relish that. And this is gonna go on what again?
The New Englander. When building this hot dog,
The quintessential.
the quintessential
That's
dog.
what I like to call it.
You're starting off with a nice big slice of bacon. Kraut.
People are gonna come in and ask for the quintessential.
Just a real good spicy brown mustard. Sweet relish. Chopped onions. There you go. It just doesn't get any better than that.
I hope you know at home that I eat this for you. So get ready for this. Wow, that's good. The hidden surprise in all of that is the bacon. Just a little bit of crunch. You just get it just fortifies it. And the sweetness of the relish just takes it all, it's the amalgamator. Where's that been all my life?
Never tasted anything like the relish. Best hot dog ever.
So I'm here in El Paso, Texas. I'm in a strip mall, and I'm looking for, wait for it, barbecue. Now, wait, listen. I felt the exact same way. I mean, El Paso, Texas, real deal barbecue, strip mall. You gotta be kidding me. Until I heard about this dude. He's got a big monster smoker that's a stick burner. I mean, no gas assist. It's real deal. This is Desert Oak Barbecue.
Pull these briskets.
Everything I have ever tried on this menu is awesome.
Run them in.
So there's a lot of great food in this town. Is there a lot of barbecue?
Not really. It's the only barbecue that I consider barbecue.
What's different about here is the way they smoke it.
Which is a trick that owners Rich Funk and his wife Suzanne have borrowed from another part of the Lone Star State.
It's a Central Texas-style barbecue, which they use oak.
This is a stick burner barbecue.
Yeah.
So you're back there and you got to keep this thing rolling.
We cook day and night.
And the specialty of the house is?
El Paso stuffed potato.
Here you go, Paso potato with brisket.
Stuffed baked potato is powerful, you know? You get that baked potato and cheese and beans, and you have beautiful, moist brisket.
It'll definitely fill you up.
What are we making first?
Jalapenos toreados, and we're gonna top the El Paso stuffed potato with them. Roast the jalapenos.
No oil, no nada.
Lime juice, soy sauce.
And the onions.
Marinate overnight.
What's our next step?
We're gonna prepare the potato. We wrap it in foil, throw it in the smoker.
How long does it take to cook?
About 4 hours.
I can put on there what type of meat I want?
Yeah.
I want to see what the brisket's all about.
Big old fat brisket right here. We're gonna trim it, and we need a perfect shape.
And where did you learn this crazy technique?
It was a lot of trial and error.
You've been on trial a lot? Now, Salt and Pepper City.
This is ready to go in the smoker. 18 hours, between 250 and 275.
Make it happen, Captain.
All right, let's make a potato. I'm gonna roll it, soften it up.
Beat it up is more like it.
You know, it's just a garnish at this point.
Some butter.
Salt, pepper, cheese, sour cream, some chives, and some brisket. That's a 1/4 pound right there. Some beans, and our jalapeno.
Anybody ever eat the whole thing?
Yeah.
What football team do you play for? There's a lot more going on in this than what most people would call the average stuffed baked potato. Oh, Toreado is one of my new favorite things. One thing I like on your brisket, it's not overly smoky, nicely seasoned, good bark, beans are delicious. The whole thing is a package deal, man, besides the fact that it's not a human size. It's like 4 human sizes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, Jesse, do your thing.
When I'm hungry, I definitely get the stuffed potato. Great flavors, great zest to it.
The brisket is just consistently moist in the middle. Incredible.
You've had good barbecue.
Yeah.
In a strip mall?
This used to be a food truck, actually.
No, this is a strip mall, buddy. You can't tell me it was a food truck. I can tell there's no wheels on this.
1/4 pound of brisket.
Desert Oak has definitely the best barbecue here in El Paso.
Just a delectable delight.
You're the real deal. Everything that you're doing really mindfully. And that is what it takes to be great at barbecue. Nice job.
Thank you.
We gotta check out Sonny's famous steak hoagies. How many rolls do you make a day?
Between 30 and 50 dozen.
30 or 50 dozen. Oh, okay.
We start with the water. This is fresh yeast, heated up in some water.
This is the big shot way right here.
Then I have salt, I have diamalt.
Who?
Diamalt is the food for the yeast. Flour. 11.5 pounds to start with. We're gonna mix it for a little while, and then we'll add some butter and shortening. Another 12 pounds of flour.
Got it? It's not your first rodeo, is it there, Johnny?
No. The dough starts being carried by the hook. It's ready to go.
Now we take it out, and where does it go?
It goes into a dough box.
For how long?
About an hour. Then we punch it down, and then it starts to come up again.
This is one that we punch, fold, 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 put it back.
Right.
Oh, you should feel how warm it is. What size are we going for?
4.5 ounces. Boy, you're good.
That is dead on.
I say that's perfect.
Thank you. I'm out.
That was perfect. We'll put them on our metal pan. We're gonna put them in the metal proof box.
You're gonna get about another 20 minutes.
That's
10
it.
minutes. And then we're gonna roll them out.
We'll press it down with our fingers. We wanna fold it a little up, turn it over, roll it out. That's good. Then I put these in the metal proof box.
And they go around 3.
Yes.
Next thing we'll do is score them, butter them, and pop them in the oven.
Yes.
Take it. The wonderful rotisserie. Slide her down.
Push it all the way down to the bottom, and then it'll stop.
Round and round it goes. It must be the ones I rolled. Interesting how it gets like a little crackle to it.
Yep.
Light crust, but light. That's a good one.
Makes the whole sandwich.
Like the one folks have been lining up for since 1958. Cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak. This is the second. Can't get any better.
And what we have here is boneless ribeye, just a little bit frozen, and you're gonna just pop it in the sleeve.
We're looking for like a 1/16 of an inch.
You cut that so thin, there's only one side to it. Goes on the line, yellow onions.
I'm gonna put a little bit of butter on the side.
Always better with butter. And then cover it.
We're just waiting for it to get to a point where we can break it up. Put a little salt on top, a little butter again. Mix it all together. And now I'm ready to put my provolone cheese.
And that's all she wrote?
That's all she wrote.
Whoa.
Thank you, thank you.
A little bit of melted cheese, thin slice on that meat and the onions on a freshly baked roll. You know what the kicker on that is? The butter. The butter is what does that. So I'm here in South New Jersey in a town called Summers Point. Now, this is where people cruise through to go down to the boardwalk in Ocean City, but more importantly, to visit this joint. This is the Grilled Cheese and Crab Cake Company.
Down to Summers Point, a funky little joint called the Crab Cake Co.
It's a catchy name.
Everything is amazing.
Big Bad Fish Witch. Everybody comes in here and is like, oh, what do you guys serve here? Grilled cheese and crab cakes.
And the guy marrying the two is Steve Novak.
Throw on another crab cake to the other melt now.
Who bought this place back in 2010 thanks to a little help from the family. Brothers pitching in and grandparents backing them up.
Gotta love Grandma.
Gotta love
But Grandma, she dropped the coin.
Grandma Tarantine.
We call her G-Tear, though. What up?
And Grandma's investment is built on a classic.
Who doesn't love grilled cheese? It's the ultimate comfort food.
You can put anything inside a grilled cheese, and he does it the best.
I got the crab melt.
It's a grilled cheese sandwich, and it has a crab cake in the middle. It's what they're known for here.
Let's get into it.
All right, so first thing we're gonna do is add our mayo to the bin. Next, we're gonna add our eggs. Then our fresh lemon juice. I like to use honey mustard. A little sriracha. I think
Very
sriracha
nice.
just makes everything better. It's just a little crystal hot sauce, a little extra heat. And then
Okay.
Worcestershire sauce, Old Bay seasoning.
Say hey for Old Bay. There you go. Black pepper.
Hey. Actually, this is celery seed.
He's at 1 point over here.
Little celery seed.
Very nice.
And then baking powder. A load of fresh chopped parsley. And then we whisk her up. She's good to go. Next, we add our panko breadcrumbs. So you want to make sure it's incorporated in real good.
Now the crab, let's talk about that.
Jumbo lump.
Treat it very gingerly now, correct?
Exactly.
Because you don't want to bust it up.
People like to see those real big lumps.
My lovely
Right.
crabby lumps. That is some creamy.
Actually, this will solidify once it sets.
It's gonna have to.
So we're gonna throw a little butter on the grill.
Okay.
We're gonna take our crab cake, put it right on the butter. Butter the bread.
You and butter.
Monterey Jack cheese.
I mean, shouldn't you have it like on a squirt pump or something? Like
Probably. We're gonna steam the bread, just make sure we melt the cheese real good.
So we're gonna let this cook up on both sides?
This is our crab melt.
Wow. Crab cake is a little bit creamier than most people expect.
Yeah.
Crispy on the outside, tons of crab. No question about the amount of crab in there. Nice crunch of the toast, not too much cheese. You pulled it off, man. Nicely done, bro.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
I love it. It's a favorite.
It's moist, it's fresh, it's delicious.
You can either have it plain or angry.
Angry here means sriracha and jalapenos. You make the cheesesteaks angry, cream of crab soup, you can get that angry. Having the sandwich angry makes me very happy.
This is Krakatoa. Were you a cook in Bali?
No.
You just cook the food that you know how to cook.
Yes. Semur is coming.
Today I had the Semur Daging, and it was fantastic. It's a beef dish with a lot of different flavors and vegetables.
Combine it with the rice, it's a really nice bite.
We're gonna make red seasoning or bumbu merah, chili de arbol, guajillo.
I know that one really well. Kalanga.
Ginger, candle nut, shallot, garlic, lemongrass, nutmeg, cumin.
A lot of cumin in Bali food?
Yeah. Coriander. This is very important.
Turmeric.
Yes.
Tamarind paste?
Yes.
Lime leaf?
Lime leaf, water, shake, shake, salt.
A little bit of oil. Gonna cook it off?
Yes, with oil and water.
Next step, chef.
We're gonna make sambal.
Everybody knows sambal. This is your sambal.
Yes. Red chilies, we call it cabe rawit. Small, but it's...
How was that again?
Right there.
Right there. Why did you go to Texas all of a sudden?
Lemongrass.
More of the lime leaf.
Oil, and of course, water.
Smooth. Cook it again.
20, 30 minutes, yeah.
Now it's time to build the dish.
Add a coconut oil, cardamom, clove.
Star anise.
Cinnamon. Simmer this until you got
The fragrance, yeah. Thin slice sirloin.
The red seasoning.
Bumbu.
Merah.
Exactly. Making sure you didn't forget.
Chicken base.
Oh, so much smell.
Coconut milk. Red pepper. Onion.
Lime leaf. Let me guess. Lemongrass.
Yeah.
And
Indonesian sweet soy sauce. We call this ketchup.
that's Indonesian ketchup.
Let them simmer.
Everybody cooked right down in there.
I think we are good.
Very Thai-esque. So much lemongrass. And the coconut milk. Love the fresh veggies in there. The spice is great. Rustic, flavorful. It's not every bite is the same. It's kind of like listening to a song, and all of a sudden you get a lot of bass, and you get a lot of drum, and you get a lot of treble. I'm in trouble right now because that sambal is hot.
We have the Semur for you.
It's juicy, and you get to taste every nuance of the clove, the star anise, the cinnamon.
It's just so good.
Firehouse burger.
It will set your mouth on fire.
Because it's loaded with a 3-pepper hot sauce.
Looks like mustard, but it's not.
I'm actually nervous at this point.
Okay, we're gonna make some Firehouse sauce for you. Vinegar, add serranos, jalapenos, habaneros.
Okay. Did I see habanero plants in the
You
back?
saw habaneros in the back. We grow our own because we want to make sure they're good and hot.
Go back there and pick out the prime ones.
Pick out the ones we want and throw it in that little old pot. They just cook till they're soft. These are done.
No gloves or anything with that, Edie.
Absolutely not. We're just kind of blending these things up.
There is no way that that is not going to be 1,000,000 degrees.
Along with that goes garlic, onions, radishes. You're just going to love it.
That is going to kill my mouth.
There we go. Then we're going to pour this in here, add some mustard.
Whose recipe is this?
We really don't know where this
Someone
came
said,
from.
I want something spicy. Edie came back here and went,
And that...
Part of me right now is dying to just take a taste of it, and the other part of me is just praying that the bun and the burger and all the apparatus will cool it down enough.
We'll cool it down.
So now we're gonna put this on the burger?
Yes, we are. We're cooking the burger for the Firehouse.
So this burger's gonna go salt and pepper. What else goes on this burger?
We have our cayenne butter. We're gonna melt a little butter, cayenne pepper, and let's see. Okey-doke.
Quit looking at me and add more.
I just want to see if you're going to be able to handle this.
Okay.
That butter's going to go right on top of this patty. Ooh, maybe a little bit more.
Some American cheese.
Wonderful mustard sauce. A little bit more, a little bit more. Jalapenos, lettuce.
See how quick she covered it up with the lettuce?
I did. I don't want you to see it. Onions, tomatoes, pickles. And there it is.
This is kind of like licking the volcano in Flavortown. Oh, that is hot. That is really good. Oh, gosh. Nice hot, and you still get flavor. My mouth is like literally on fire at this point. If I just keep eating it, it'll cool it for like 20 seconds. Oh, my tongue's completely numb now. I almost bit it off. I bet you that's flammable. You could take that sauce and put that on raw chicken. It would cook it. You know what? I dig that.
Spices that they use, amazing. I'm starting to tear up. They're burger tears. Happy tears.
They're definitely not your cookie cutter burger.
I'm back here in Calgary, Alberta on First Street at First Street Market, big food hall. And you know what? We're talking about Indian food. Not Northern Indian, which everybody really knows. I'm talking Southern Indian, the street food, the handheld food. I hear there's 2 buddies that are in here, and they're knocking it out, and they're scratch making it all. This is Saffron Street.
Dropping rotis on the flat top. First bite into it, and you're like, wow, I'm somewhere else. One samosa chaat.
Pulls at a lot of heartstrings for a lot of folks.
And it's simply delicious.
But certainly not simple, because the complex flavors Rahul Kanodia and Jesse Mann are bringing to this food hall come from a complete Indian adventure.
My parents have a restaurant that's been in the city for over 30 years. Okay. Indian restaurant.
Northern or Southern?
Northern Indian restaurant.
Okay.
I saw him doing South Indian street food, and I thought, I need to learn how to make this food. And then we had this opportunity to have this place here.
These onion samosas.
It has bold flavors, and it seems very authentic.
Dosa coming up.
Dosa's absolutely the way to go.
It's a crepe filled with potato and onions. You have sambar on the side and coconut chutney. There's just so much flavor.
What's the dish we're gonna make?
Masala dosa today. Masala is the stuffing that goes inside the dosa.
Right.
So now we are making a dosa batter, sona masuri rice. In the water for a few hours. These are the black lentils.
They don't look black.
They wash it and then they break it, so they're white. Fenugreek seeds.
And you're gonna puree that?
Yeah, we have a special grinder for that. It's called whetstone grinder, especially from India.
The average person has this at home?
Yep.
What?
Add water just to start the spinning process.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. How long is this gonna run?
15 to 20 minutes.
So we do the rice, then we mix the 2 together?
And then we ferment it again for 12 hours. Next morning, we add salt. It has to sit in the fridge. Few hours, it'll be ready to hit the griddle.
What are we working on now?
The chutneys, but the coconut one is special one. This is our desiccated coconut.
So it's like dehydrated coconut almost.
Exactly. Green chilies, super spicy. Cumin seeds, ginger garlic paste. Salt to taste. The roasted chana dal. It's like a lentil, which is roasted. Water.
It's like a smoothie.
We're gonna do a tempering for that one. So that's a hot pan. Canola oil.
I'll have this just by itself.
Mustard seeds. This is urad dal.
Dal is just another word for...
lentils. Red chili whole, curry leaf. We just pour it in here.
And now we're gonna mix it together.
We're gonna make the curry that you're gonna dip this dosa in. It's called sambar. The oil, the mustard seeds, green chilies, coriander seeds. Crush it in your hand. Red chili. Give it a good stir. Curry leaf.
chopped onions.
Ginger garlic paste. We add all the spices in here. Coriander powder, turmeric, red chili powder, Kashmiri. Once the spices cooked, add water, tomatoes, yellow lentils.
Cooked and ready to go.
Salt, sugar, let it boil for 15 minutes.
And that's it.
So we're making the masala, hot pan, canola oil,
mustard seeds,
green chilies, red chilies.
A lot of curry leaves in this place.
Onions, ginger garlic paste, turmeric now, and this is our very special masher.
Very special masher?
Nobody has it here. They all borrow from us.
Here in the whole food hall?
Yeah. We put the potatoes now.
Special masher's happening right now.
Salt, cilantro. This one is ready to scoop out for the dosas. Our tomato chutney, coconut chutney we made, the sambar that we just made. For dosas, you gotta season the griddle first. Oil, spread it all over.
Basically making a non-stick. You're gonna season it with a little bit of onion. I like that.
This is the fermented batter. That's it. So a little bit more oil, the dosa masala that we made right here. And then we just fold it.
The size of this thing. How do you attack it?
Rip and dip.
Rip and dip? There are very few things in this world that have that much flavor, that much texture. That's outstanding. The coconut, tangy, subtle, delicious. The sandbar is a little bit sweet. The tomato chutney is more like a salsa. And then you get the meatiness and the body from the potato. That's in the top 5 best Indian dishes I've ever had.
3 minutes on the first bill.
I am crazy about the Masala Dosa.
It's light and fluffy. It's got the little crispy edges and stuff like that.
It's just a really vibrant kind of contrast between the two chutneys.
You go to India, you walk on the streets there, like there'll be 10 dosa vendors all competing against each other, and all of them will have their own unique spin on it.
It just takes me back to home.
So when I'm cruising the quad at the University of Michigan in my Max 67 Camaro, a question comes to mind. Where should I eat? Now, if you ask anybody in the student body where to go for the bomb burger, they're gonna say, Crazy Jim's Blimpy Burger. Regular buns. What you having, girlfriend?
I need 2 doubles.
It's the best burger you can get.
Just tastes better than anything else.
And the tribbles next. You love the Blimpy, don't you? What do you want?
I want a bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
BL what? At this joint, you may know what you want.
No, like I want a hamburger with bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
No! But you better know how to say it.
You want a double with bacon on it, okay?
Yeah, that's what I want.
There you go. That's what you want. And you've got to order in order. What are you having, sir? Sides. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then sides.
How many patties did you say you wanted?
Then grilled toppings and bun.
You have nothing grilled on yours, sir? Why not?
Before you even think about choosing your cheese.
American.
What I want to know is, do you want a bun? That's real important to me.
God, I'm nervous for you.
I know.
I'm not ready to have a nervous breakdown. We only made 2 patties.
Yeah!
Daviaski's been doing this forever.
I just love this job. I'm a cook for you. I got you, baby.
How long have you been doing this?
I was 14 when I started working here.
Alongside Rich Magner.
What do you want on your burger?
Who was a college kid at the time.
And I worked part-time off and on for 4 years.
When Rich came back and bought the place more than 2 decades later, he changed almost nothing.
Yeah.
From ordering etiquette.
Anything grilled extra when I'm cooking it?
No, ma'am, thank you.
It's not the military. Yes, sir, no, ma'am. To the burgers themselves. From singles to a stack of 5.
Okay, then have a quick.
Or any size you want.
Could I get 10 in the Kaiser?
You go, baby.
And with almost 30 toppings, cheeses, and buns to choose from,
Do you have it on this?
the possibilities will fry your brain.
Got a quad on onion with bacon.
Triple with bacon, banana peppers.
Double on onion, Swiss cheese, banana peppers, pickles, and ketchup.
Anything grilled extra when I'm cooking it?
No, thank you.
Good. I don't want to do it anyway.
And don't be fooled by the floor show.
Lean back. Hey.
These are the real deal burgers.
Outstanding. Absolutely awesome.
I mean, the real foundation, you believe, of this meat is fresh ground by you every day?
Yeah, we're gonna double grind.
Okay.
Never been frozen.
Now we're gonna make them into the 10 balls per pound, which is 1.6 ounces a ball.
That's right, 8 ounces for 5, which is 16 ounces for 10. So we go through easily 500 pounds a week.
500 pounds
That's
is...
2 tons a month. Some are quints, some are doubles.
Okay, what kind of burger would you like?
I need a double with hot peppers, onions, pumpernickel. I need a triple, bacon, sesame bun. She has no idea what's coming. Can I get a quint, onions, peppers, bacon, salami, and mushrooms?
Yes. If I forget it, you just eat it.
Look at that.
Mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, lettuce, pickle, onion, and relish. Here we go.
Baby burger, mommy burger, go to the hospital burger.
I'm gonna start with the little one, huh?
That meat is so tender. Wow, that's tasty. The cheddar, the peppers.
The beauty is layering it. You get all your flavors mingling just the right way.
I don't know where to post up on this thing. Look at the Festival of Funk. So much salami, call my mommy.
That's one of our biggest expenses is the napkins.
So I'm here in Kansas City, Missouri. You do not roll into this town without calling the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, Coach Reed, and saying, listen, buddy, where are we gonna eat?
We're going to a butcher shop that's also the greatest sandwich shop you've ever eaten at.
The real deal.
The real deal.
What's it called?
The Pig Witch.
By the way, Gruden gave me his permission. Come on, Coach.
Yeah. Go Chiefs.
Walking in, bun meat.
It's just so fantastic.
Do you want some pork chops today?
Over at the local pig section, you can get all of your locally sourced meats. Pig Witch is the restaurant portion.
You can get sandwiches, burgers.
It's all good Kansas City growth, man. We're sitting here in farm country and we're getting the freshest farm there is.
And for Alex Pope, this means a roster of all-star meat. Were you trained as a butcher?
I was trained as a restaurant chef. I started bringing in whole animals because I wanted the best quality products for my restaurants.
What's your restaurant's theme?
Everything's a sandwich, mostly beef and pork.
If you're into pig, get the big pig.
Big pig in the window. So we're gonna make our big pig.
Better not be any reference about any present company. What's our first step?
The house barbecue rub.
For the pork butt that we're getting ready to smoke.
Sea salt, brown sugar, paprika, garlic powder, ground cumin,
black pepper,
ancho chili, a little wild card, ground ginger. We actually like to let it rest overnight.
Very nice. And what are we smoking with?
Hickory wood. 250 for 5-ish hours. Pull it off, and we put it through our meat grinders on the kidney die, which gives us big chunks. Add ground pork.
Cook raw, coming together.
A little bit more of our barbecue rub, minced garlic, ground bacon trimming from the butcher shop, kitchen patty.
8 ounces?
5 1/2.
That's big.
And boom.
Next step, what are we into?
Pork tenderloin.
No, wait. I'm no butcher, but
those are bone-in chops. Tenderloin is almost always not an actual tenderloin. It's a tender, 2 words, loin. To tenderize it a little bit more, we do a buttermilk brine. Hot water from the tap, salt, garlic powder, black pepper, fresh rosemary, ice cold buttermilk.
Brine for how long?
24 hours up to 48 hours.
Got it.
Standard breading, so we're going flour, whisked eggs, and breadcrumbs.
Fry that off, and we're getting a couple sauces on this?
We're gonna do a barbecue sauce. We're gonna do a ranch.
Let's see it.
So we've got eggs, salt, sour cream.
You wanna do the drizzle?
Yeah. Hi, baby.
Canola oil. Fresh rosemary, scallions, minced garlic, celery seeds, fresh sage,
little vinegar,
and a little bit of brown mustard. Fresh ranch dressing.
Are you hungry?
I brought my towel. I'm ready.
So we got our pulled pork burger, 3 cheeses, pepper jack, cheddar, provolone.
I don't even know that you have a board big enough to list everything that is on this.
So we're gonna start with ranch. Top bun gets our andouille spread, which is a spicy, spreadable salami. Our house barbecue sauce. B&B jalapenos.
Bread and butter pickle, B&B.
B&B. First.
Oh, yeah.
Second. Third. Grab yourself some, guys.
Here's looking at you, brother. Don't go too far with those fries.
You know how to do the hunch?
Oh, baby, I got it down.
Oh, look at that! Oh, he owns this. Wow.
I love the crisp on the pork, and I'm loving the patty. 3 cheeses, man, blend perfect. How about the jalapenos? Man alive.
Bread and butter jalapenos is my new favorite thing. The ranch dressing, you need that cooling, creaming effect. My favorite part of the whole thing, though, is the pulled pork patty.
My favorite part is eating it.
Go back ahead, Coach. I gotta give him an A+ on hunch, though, huh? Now, I'm here to check out this place where a dude from Newport, Rhode Island ended up coming to Kansas City to open up a taco place and do tacos his way. This is Kansas City Taco Company.
Cowboy Junkie burrito up.
The Cowboy Junkie is Kansas City in a burrito. It's just stuffed with pork, cheesy, delicious.
What are we getting into first?
Smoking our mesquite pork.
I don't even want to know what this is.
Makeshift smoker.
Very strange. We're not going to season the pork at all.
It's going on just like it is.
Okay, so just an hour to perfume it with the smoke.
Then it's gonna get a wet rub on it. We're gonna start off with some chipotle and adobo, ground oregano, ground black pepper, garlic powder, salt, olive oil.
Well, I'm telling you what, this is gonna be lacking any flavor by any means. Garlic?
Red bell pepper.
This is one of the funkier taco meats that I've come across, by the way.
Julienne onions.
Okay.
Add some cold water. Throw it in the oven at 250 overnight, 10, 12 hours. Now we're gonna do our chorizo. We got our ground picnic pork, which is like the arm and the shoulder, oregano, cinnamon, cloves, cayenne pepper, coriander, cumin, salt, pepper, a little bit of sugar to sweeten that up, garlic powder, chili powder. paprika.
I like when the seasoning gets 50-50 on the meat. That's where we're at right about now.
Pureed chipotle and adobo.
Okay.
Apple cider vinegar. Let it rest overnight.
What's our final step before we build the burrito?
Queso blanco.
Okay.
Red onions, salt, help those babies sweat up. Milk, our cheese.
Nothing happier than a big bucket of processed cheese. That is a lot of queso.
Cream here. Serrano peppers all charred up with some milk.
So this is gonna cook down.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see it.
Flour tortilla, chorizo. We actually throw the mesquite pork on top of that so those juices flow together. Roll it up.
See those little moves he did right there? A little push, pull, mate.
Drop it in the fryer.
That's nice. Comes with a gym membership.
Do a nice bed of our Spanish rice. The Cowboy Junkie burrito in the center of that. Queso blanco.
There we go.
Spicy bacon pinto beans. Fresh pico de gallo, cilantro. That's your Cowboy Junkie right there.
You know what that's lacking?
No.
Nothing. Brother, you are the flavor man. It's balanced, delicious heat. The beans are definitely a plus. You got smoke in the pork. The queso, it's creamy, silky. Love the pico on there. That's a really good burrito.
All right, when are we rolling that junkie?
The Cowboy burrito happens to be my favorite thing on the menu. Tons of flavor.
You can't come to Kansas City without running into this guy, my good buddy Stan from OBR, Operation Barbecue. And these folks deploy barbecue rigs anywhere there's a disaster.
We've got about 8,000 volunteers.
It's an amazing group. Now, let's be honest between you and me. This guy built his own smoker and put it on the flat top. What kind of smoke are you getting on that pulled pork?
It's great. You telling me that it's off of the cooktop, I wouldn't have believed you.
This is Sabores International Cuisine.
About that 1 minute.
It was an instant hit with me.
All sorts of people can come here and they can all find something they like.
Torta de pierna.
The best comfort foods from all around the world on one great menu.
Those are flavors Eliseo Garcia became passionate about after working in kitchens all over the West with chefs from all over the world.
Sabores, flavor.
So lots of flavor.
Cuban, Puerto Rico, Argentina.
Okay.
I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to Mexico tonight, or I'm going to Vietnam.
Spring rolls coming out. The variety is one of the things I like the best.
Peanut butter burger up.
The peanut butter burger is one of my favorites here.
You wouldn't think the peanut butter and the burger would go great together, but man, what a combination it is.
The last time I had a peanut butter burger, I wanted my mommy. It was in West Lafayette, Indiana, at the XXX Family Restaurant.
I absolutely don't enjoy that at all.
I didn't know how to handle that. That was the craziest thing ever. But I got faith in my chef here.
Let's make some chipotle aioli. Chipotle peppers, lemon juice, garlic, salt, pepper, chipotle powder.
You're gonna fold that into the mayonnaise? That would make anything taste great.
Let's make some house chips. Let's start with purple yam.
You're gonna go to all this effort to make the chips?
Yep. Regular yam, potatoes, Japanese yam.
You're yamming.
Taro root, lotus root.
Lotus root.
We're gonna fry it for 3 minutes.
While those are frying, what do we do?
We're gonna make our house seasoning. Garlic powder, cumin, achiote, paprika, onion powder, salt, pepper, white pepper. Season our chips.
They sure make eclectic chips.
Let's build our peanut butter burger. Put the cheese and the bacon.
Don't overdo it on the peanut butter.
Chipotle aioli, sriracha sauce, lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. Hamburger, and there you go, sir.
I want my mommy to come to Logan, Utah and try that burger. That's good. That chipotle aioli and a little bit of the sriracha take the burger from being sweet and really heavy peanut butter to being a little spicy peanut butter, like a Thai peanut dipping sauce. Delicious chips. I see what everybody liked about the peanut butter burger. Maybe it just took me some time. Hey, XXX team, I'll come back. I'll try the burger again, all right? Peanut butter in 2 minutes.
It's interesting how the hamburger works with the peanut butter.
I love the sweet and the savory. The chips are good. I like how crispy they are.
Torta de pierna.
You want something hearty and comforting, and this is the place to go.
Everybody that comes here digs it.
It's the jewel of our valley.
Jewel of our valley?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to take that.
This is a unique restaurant for Logan.
When you're doing an international flair restaurant with all different kind of flavors from around the world, you better make it unique. That is delicious. Well done. Boy, did I just roll in on fumes on that one. I'm here in Logan, Utah, about an hour and a half outside of Salt Lake City. Now, back in the day, if you would have said, hey, what are your favorite Triple D joints? I would have said funky Italian joint, or Chinese, or maybe an Irish pub. But these days, I'm looking for Indian food. Oh, you're seeing it sprout up all over the country. Big flavors, great stories, and I got one for you right here at a gas station. This is Tandoori Oven.
Saag paneer on A1, please. It's like a smorgasbord of flavors.
The lamb karahi.
When this restaurant came, it was a huge welcome for people to understand how great Indian food really is.
And it's Chef Sham Arora and his family who are schooling the locals about the regional flavors of their homeland.
Northern India.
Northern is more meat and more sauce?
It's like more rich food, like more everything.
And when did you come to the United States?
1997.
And then your whole family's here now?
Yes, sir.
Everybody work in the restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's everything tasting over here, guys?
I love the lentil bread. I love the plum sauce. I love the tikka masala.
Would it be easier to ask you what you don't like?
Probably.
The chicken tikka masala. So today we had the chicken tikka masala, which is like an Indian stew.
It's creamy. It has incredible flavor. You just get the whole experience.
What are we gonna make?
Chicken tikka masala.
Got to do the sauces first.
Yeah. We're just going to make onion gravy, oil, cumin, coriander.
I'm done cutting all of these onions.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very little. Be careful with those. I'd worked on those all day.
Tomato.
In the water.
Next, we have to make a separate sauce, oil, ginger garlic, this garam masala.
Garam masala.
Turmeric, paprika.
We'll add it to the onions and the tomatoes. We'll hit it with the immersion blender, and then the onion gravy's done.
Onion gravy is done.
Now we're gonna make the chicken for the tikka masala.
Yes, sir. Homemade yogurt, salt on it, paprika, turmeric, garam masala, and lemon juice, ginger garlic, then little touch of color. We add some chicken.
48 hours of marinade.
48.
What temperature is the tandoor oven running at right now?
Almost 400.
Is there wood in there?
Mystery charcoal.
You're not gonna tell me? It's a mystery charcoal.
No, mystery
I wonder if it's, mesquite.
Mesquite charcoal.
Thought it was mystery charcoal. Chicken's working, time for the sauce.
Put some little ginger garlic, little bell pepper, some cream.
Onion gravy, tomato gravy.
This is the chicken tikka.
And how long does this cook?
Just until boiled it.
And what's in the rice, chef?
Cloves, bay leaf, and cumin seed.
Delicious.
Then fenugreek leaf, cilantro, tikka masala, and then good to go, sir.
Now, what is the correct way to eat this?
Over the rice, but mostly in northern India, we have to scoop the bread.
Ah, well, you just told me put it over the rice. I'm having anxiety right now about how to shovel it in fast enough, but do it and not look like I'm the first time a dog's seen a bowl of food. Oh, so good. This is very approachable. That's probably one of the staple dishes that people should try when they're trying Indian food for the first time. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you.
Thank you.
The chicken tikka masala for you.
The chicken is so tender. My teeth just sink into it.
Perfect blend of spice and creaminess.
Saag paneer, please.
How'd you find this place?
Oh, my husband said we're gonna go to dinner, and we pulled into a gas station, and I was like,
Classy.
You're kidding, right?
It's no joke. Sham and his family set up shop right inside the other business they own.
It started out just as the gas station with the family running it, and then they added on their first version of tandoori oven.
It was a tiny little hole in the wall. They've expanded, and now we've got this beautiful place.
So I'm here in the Cambridge-Somerville area right outside of Boston to check out a joint where this chef was going to be a school teacher. Once you kind of changed gears and decided to open a restaurant offering up one of my favorite things. It's something that takes so much time, so much energy, and it's really a labor of love. It's bagels. This is Bagelsaurus.
Bagelsaurus is by far the best bagel place in Boston.
And Mary Ting Hyatt is the one ruling over this bagel-making kingdom. How did you become the bagel queen?
People weren't really making great bagels in this area.
And you come from the lineage of great bagels?
I have always loved bagels.
How many bagels do you make in a week?
6,000 in a week.
There's got to be little elves here if you're making 6,000 bagels out of this tiny little joint.
We need 3 jumbos.
Mary came up with these bagels. She really puts her heart and soul into every single sandwich.
She's ruined BLTs for me. I can no longer have them on toast. I have to have them on a Bagelsaurus bagel.
There's a whole slew of bacon. There's oven-roasted tomatoes, which are sweet, and there's a spicy pepper cream cheese that is delicious.
What's the deal?
We're going to make a BLT with this onion bagel.
Let's see it.
Water, our sourdough starter.
That's a day ago that you built that.
Yep.
It's proofed.
Malt syrup, flour, table salt. Gonna let this go for a little bit. Instant yeast. Roasted onions.
The onions by themselves are awesome.
Poppy seeds. This will mix for about 9 minutes.
Proof the dough.
Yes. During those couple of hours, we're going to do a series of folds that simulates hand mixing.
Then how does it go from that stage into being made into a bagel?
Then we like to cool it for a little bit in the fridge. And then...
Are you sticking with me on this? I mean, we've only been here for an hour, and we're only in the mixing part.
Bagel dough's coming out.
That's one huge bagel. That's too big.
We're gonna let them rest.
This is like 6 days in making one bagel.
There are different ways you can shape a bagel. You can do like a snake.
How was, what was that part again?
Like a snake.
Oh, that looked like a dance move to me.
Or you can do the hula.
So through there.
With a little flare.
Yes.
Yeah.
See that with a little knee bend I threw in there?
Oh, yes. They're going to proof for a while and then rest overnight in the fridge.
These are gonna go for one more day.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
We do a quick boil, 30 to 40 seconds.
Next up.
This is the final step, so we're just gonna put them in the oven, believe it or not.
No, that's impossible. We have to do something to them. How long is this gonna bake?
About 20 minutes, or 50.
So bagels are out of the oven, and what are you gonna make me?
Spicy pepper cream cheese. We have pickled jalapenos that we
So
made.
house pickled jalapenos.
We have roasted poblanos, and then blaz those up.
Red chili flake, salt.
Blend that together with our cream cheese. So we also make our oven-roasted tomatoes in-house. We have plum tomatoes tossed with chopped garlic, salt, sugar, pepper, thyme, extra virgin olive oil, and they go in 250-degree oven for 4 hours.
Okay, chef.
Our onion bagel, toasted up. Spicy pepper cream cheese. Our oven-roasted tomatoes, red leaf lettuce, bacon on top.
Love it. The only thing that I don't like about this bagel is that 1/4 of it's already gone. As a bagel, it's of the best we've ever had on the show. Light, tender, great chew, bacon's great, but these oven-roasted plum tomatoes, the acid of that cut with the fat and the spiciness of the jalapenos and poblanos in the cream cheese, you're a dangerous woman. I'm not kidding you.
Appreciate that, Guy.
So I'm just like you guys. I mean, not just for Triple D, but for me and for my family. I'm always looking for great restaurants. I'm always on the hunt. So a few years ago, I was in Truckee, California. Everybody tells me about this place. You gotta get the sandwich here. So I did, and it was dynamite. Well, now I'm in Reno, Nevada, and I find out these dudes have got a second location. I gotta check it out. This is Full Belly Deli.
Sicilian on Parmesan.
Absolutely lives up to its name.
Definitely full belly.
These guys are all about creating a great sandwich. They're passionate about it.
You got a biscuits and gravy burrito. Their biscuits and gravy breakfast burrito is like 2 breakfasts in one.
They have the biscuit and the home-fried potato in there.
If you're looking for all your breakfasts, just come get this burrito.
Let's see it. What's game plan?
We're making chorizo sausage gravy for our burrito. Olive oil.
And you're making the chorizo?
It's made from a local company here in town.
Got it.
Breakfast sausage, all pork. Once the meat's cooked down, add organic AP flour, paprika, granulated garlic, onion powder.
Cook that flour out.
Half and half in whole milk. Let this come to a simmer and salt and pepper, and it'll be ready to serve.
This next step of making biscuits for one dish, it's impressive.
Organic AP flour here, sugar, baking soda, baking powder. Just give this a quick pulse here. And we have our extra cold butter. Give it a good pulse to get it about pea size.
The idea is breaking that butter up so it just sits there suspended between the flour. So when it cooks, you really develop all of those layers.
Correct.
Means everything in the world of making a good biscuit.
Incorporate the buttermilk slowly, and it's gonna kind of look a little dry.
But he's got more butter than we typically see, so this is gonna make a nice, light, flaky biscuit. If we can get it to stay together, because right now it just looks like we're trying to make a sandcastle out of dry sand.
We're going for a square here.
Could be a triangle for all I care.
Roll this out. We're gonna cut this.
You brush it with a little bit of buttermilk?
We're gonna finish with salt and pepper.
Okay. You go in the oven how long?
25 minutes at 350. So
that is beautiful. Wow.
Drop tortilla on the flat top to warm it up. Hash brown coming out of the fryer there. Gonna take our biscuit, slice this up.
Oh, seems sacrilegious.
We're gonna add a little cheddar cheese to this guy. Crispy hash brown, biscuit there. And then we've got our gravy.
Oh, so it's for the whole family, I see.
You roll it up.
Can you help me lift it up? Ugh, that's ridiculous.
We're gonna take that over to the panini press, and then we are ready to go.
High carb, meat carb. Well, I'm gonna tell you first thing, as scared of it as I was, for some reason, the way you've made it, the way you've seasoned it, it really is not overly heavy. It's delicious. The biscuit is light and flaky in there. The crunch of the hash brown inside is really nice. But the kicker for me is the gravy, bro. Can I just have a bowl of gravy? This is a ski bum delight, 101. Well done, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well
Appreciate
done.
We got a biscuits and gravy burrito.
It blows my expectations out of the water. The chorizo in the gravy has so much flavor.
The biscuit is soft and delicious.
All right, Ho Dad, this is the joint. How's the food?
Food's amazing, and the story is even better.
That's my kind of joint. This is the OB Noodle House.
Ocean Beach is a really small beach community. They're very proud of their identity.
This restaurant definitely fits it. 40-plus taps of really good beer.
And what goes with beer? Of course, wings.
Spicy garlic wings.
The absolute best wings that I've ever had.
Okay, so what are we gonna make first?
We're gonna make the sauté sauces that we use for our garlic wings. Start by just turning up the fire.
Whoa!
It's pretty hot.
Can't wear a little hair care product and be around that. Okay, so hot oil.
Hot oil. Ground ginger. Okay. Into the hot oil. Garlic.
There we go.
Ground lemongrass.
Nice.
And then we got the ground onions. And then we stir this for about 40 minutes.
Who stands here for 40 minutes and stirs this? So now it's sauteed down?
Got our chili paste right here.
Okay.
Chili flake. Adding some heat right now.
Seriously?
You got the habanero.
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 I'll be jumping bullet.
Okay.
You be?
Habanero.
Habanero.
All right, guys. All right.
So what are you gonna put in?
All of it. Then we're bringing some more heat.
So hot.
Thai chili pepper.
Next up?
Peanut butter. Good old peanut butter. Hoisin sauce. Just give it a sweetness to it.
And a little color.
And then I'm gonna stir it.
How long is this gonna cook down?
Let it cook for an hour until the oil start boiling. And then let it simmer and get all the flavor for a day or so.
This stays in there for a day?
Yep.
What are we gonna make next?
Wings. You gotta look at these suckers. We prefer to use the mid thighs. We got some garlic, salt, pepper, sugar. Make sure we get all the wings in there. Now we add the chili oil saute we just made.
Okay, so let them marinate for a day?
Yes, sir.
And drop it in the fire. What temperature we're gonna cook at?
350.
350. All right, so the wings are done.
Now we put on the wok. My brother, Kyle, the wok master.
Okay, so hot oil.
Garlic. We're gonna put some pepper.
You ready?
Uh-huh. Some wings. Top of that, put a little seasoning, sugar, granulated garlic, and white pepper. And this one, some green onions. And that's it.
So nice little crisp, quick little saute.
Gonna be a little spicy, but let me know how you like it. Get some ranch, garnish it with some cilantros.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A little bit of heat, not too much. Good amount of spice to it, a little bit of sweet, just a little bit of the crispiness on the skin. They're tender, they're juicy, there's a lot of flavor, a lot of depth of flavor. I'm impressed. So I'm here in Lahaina in a strip mall, here to check out a joint. It's Filipino-Asian fusion. I didn't see that one coming. This is Joey's Kitchen.
How are you guys?
Joey's Kitchen is talk of the town.
Order up, pinakbet, chicharon.
We used to say it was our best kept secret, but I'm afraid the secret's out.
Dave, fire garlic shrimp, 2 orders.
The menu's like a Hawaiian-Filipino fusion.
I was born in the Philippines. I came here in 1983. My grandfather came in 1907 to be a barefoot field worker.
Doing sugar canes and pineapples?
Sugar cane.
That's some hard work. When people say, hey, have you been to Joey's Kitchen, what's the claim to fame?
Crispy pata, pig's feet.
I've known restaurants to be known for a lot of things, chef. No one's ever been known for the pig's feet.
Crispy pata is something that you don't see every day.
It's crispy on the outside, it's really juicy on the inside.
Do you buy these by the pound?
By the foot.
This has got part of the shake. I just don't see pig's feet in this form very often.
We got a water going here just to give some funk out of there. We put the garlic, onions.
Palm vinegar?
Palm vinegar.
Look at that one.
Baking powder, just to give tenderize a little bit more.
Okay.
Salt.
Peppercorn?
Fish sauce.
Lemongrass. How long are these gonna go in the water?
4 to 5 hours.
You'll pull out all the impurities.
put it into a strainer.
To let them kind of congeal.
Dry it in the oven at 200 degrees for 30 minutes.
Next.
We're doing the sausawan.
Is that a Filipino sauce?
Yes.
I'm already speaking the language.
Very good. Soy sauce, spiced vinegar. They have turmeric, chilies, and stuff like that. Fish sauce, rice wine vinegar, garlic, Hawaiian chilies, green onions.
Hawaiian sea salt. I just have that as a cold soup.
Salty and spicy.
I need more of that in my life. What do we have next, Chef?
The kimchi.
Kimchi's not Filipino.
It's not, but you know, you live in Hawaii, everybody like eat kimchi.
All right, so we have cabbage.
Salted.
Salt pulls out some moisture.
Rinse with hot water. This is a garlic and onions puree. Kimchi chili powder.
All of it?
All of it.
You're an animal.
Fish sauce.
Do you own a fish sauce company? And some vinegar. I could start sous chef in here. I could work the 3rd Tuesday of next month.
You hired.
Okay, I'm in.
Now we let it sit for 3-4 days. You just let it ferment a little bit.
I got a little kick in there, buddy. What's the next step here?
Tinim tim chilies.
Tinim tim.
Meaning cooked in vinegar. Oil, garlic, shallots, ginger, shishito peppers.
Big shishito fan.
Water, vinegar.
Wait. Fish sauce.
Oh, yes.
Fresh cracked black pepper and a little sea salt.
It's gonna sit there until all the liquid evaporated. That's the garnish that goes on top.
Ready to fry this pig's foot?
Yes, sir.
That is monster, dude. The shishito's dynamite. That crunch right there, that gigantic chicharron. See, that's the key, drying it out in the oven. There's tons of flavor connected to all those bones. So tender and it's so moist. The dipping sauce I need by the gallon, though. That's a game changer. And the kimchi, refreshing that palate, that's the winner bite right there. Look at that. If you're completely jonesing right now at home, you should be.
Order up, crispy pata.
It engages all the senses. It's crispy, it's aromatic.
The sauce that comes in it, that's what makes it different.
I've never tried pig's feet before. Whatever he does, I love it.
You know, I love being from California. We got some of the best of the best. But what I wish we had more of is old school Italian delis like this, where they're scratch making their own desserts. They got a deli case full of everything. We're talking about prepared meals. We're talking fresh pasta, homemade sausage. I mean, you name it, they got it. So the next time you find yourself in Robbinsville, New Jersey, you got to check out Dolce and Clemente's. Hey! Right on.
Stuffed roast pork's ready. Come get it.
Just an awesome place.
Who's next?
Authentic Italian. There's nothing here that isn't.
So you got the ricotta there for the sauce?
More than 100 fresh, home-cooked items every single day.
Locatelli.
What's your Italian specialties? Owner Joe Clementi has learned over a lifetime.
I started when I was 9 in my family's business.
That was Clementi's Italian Market in Brooklyn, not far from the butcher shop that Joe's father-in-law, Frank Dolce, grew up in. Dolce Meats.
Dolce Meats. It started at 8 years old.
And after Joe spent time as a New York City cop, he and Frank joined forces to open up this mother of a market deli and restaurant. What did the family think of this idea?
First, terrible.
Nobody was excited about this? But it's a perfect combo.
Yes. You get everything from sauces to salads.
And homemade Italian breads that are just delicious.
I'll take one prosciutto bread, please. The prosciutto bread, my most favorite thing that Dolce Clemente serves.
Filled with all different varieties of meat.
Stuffed prosciutto bread? Hit it.
First, we're gonna put it in the prosciutto.
So quiet.
Next, we'll put the ham in, mortadella.
Ground up mortadella. That should have been my middle name.
Next, we're gonna put the supersada in.
Where'd this recipe come from?
My grandfather. Pepperoni. During the holidays, we'll sell between 15 and 20,000 of these Christmas week.
I'm sorry, 15 to what?
20,000.
Of this?
Of these.
And you break them all here?
All here. I put the provolone last so it can grab all the meat that's left inside there.
I dig it.
I'm gonna put the crushed black pepper in.
I would like a snow cone of that, please. Just for science. That's so good. Don't touch that.
We're gonna make the dough now, so we're gonna dump the water in the mixing bowl. Yeast.
Salt and sugar together.
Next is the oil.
What type of flour we're working with?
High gluten.
Like a pizza dough
Like a
flour.
pizza dough flour, yep.
On the mixer, how long?
About 10, 12 minutes. Then we portion it, then we let it rest overnight.
Okay.
This is how we've been doing it for years in my family. Push it down on one side, you flip it over, you make sure you got enough on the other side, and you pick it up and fold it over from the outside, and start kneading it forward. You just roll it.
That's the official football of Flavor Town. I gotta see that again. Set some music to it for me. Maybe Italian opera. Then we bake it off. What temp?
350, 38 minutes.
Not 37?
38, exactly.
Too pretty to cut.
No, you gotta cut one and try.
All right. Stromboli gone wild.
You take some olive oil, extra virgin, some locatelli.
I'm setting these out for Christmas.
Just a little parsley to dress it up. So here you go.
It's too pretty to eat. No, it's not. That is ridiculous. When you cook these Italian meats and you let all the fat cook into the dough, you just get all the flavor. The depth of flavor in this is massive. The key, though, is how you cook the meat on the outside of the bread.
Gives it that crunch.
Out of bounds. Seriously, out of bounds.
Thank you.
Oh, you want this for sure. Trust me. One more bite just for you. You drive too fast.
You're mad because you lost.
I am mad because I lost. So we're on the west side of Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, you remember the Penguin?
Everybody remembers the Penguin.
Well, it closed, but the guy, Greg, opened up a new joint over here on the west side. And you know what? This is Pinky's West Side Grill.
Redneck turf and surf up.
The people, the energy, the food is good. Woo!
Love it. I'm here about 3 or 4 times a week.
This used to be an old garage that worked on Volkswagens. That's why there's a Volkswagen on the roof.
This old garage switched gears from cars to cooking in 2010 when chef and owner Greg Otten cruised over from a legendary local spot. It was about 8 years ago that we met you at the Penguin. And a funky little joint and a great time. That place is closed. Things have changed. To see how you reopen, it's bigger, it's badder, it's faster than it was.
It's everything from, oh, I just want a salad or a fat hamburger with everything on it.
Triple G in the window.
Triple G has 3 patties. It's got slaw, chili, mustard, and American cheese.
And why do you call it the Triple G burger?
Because it was Triple G Volkswagen repair.
See, I thought when you called this the Triple G burger, it was Guy's Grocery Games.
Even in Charlotte's got to be about Guy.
All right, what do you got, buddy?
We are making our house-made chili for the Triple G burger.
Got it.
80-20 ground beef. Water going in, yellow onion, fresh garlic.
A lot of garlic.
That's a good thing.
Chili powder, black pepper, seasoning salt, coriander, hot sauce, cumin.
Okay, so this all cooks down, then you add the tomato paste, cook it up, and this will be the chili that's going on top of the Triple G burger.
Let's cook.
Are you just gonna get right into the cooking part of this?
Ready
right
to
now?
cook?
This is it, the Triple G burger. This is what we've been waiting for, huh?
This is what this place was founded
3 5-ounce patties.
Stack them up, baby.
Stack them together.
Oh, my.
We've got the pound of meat, 3 pieces of cheese, house southern slaw, mustard, chopped onions.
And then the chili.
Put this on top.
I want to see you do this.
I don't know how to do this. All right, here we go. Get after that. Greg, I'm telling you, it's fantastic.
You're attacking this thing. It's like a coyote got a hold of it.
Triple G, sir?
It's a sloppy piece of equipment, but it's delicious and filling.
Shrimp tacos up.
Just great food, great atmosphere.
And it's just a wonderful energy that's here.
Greg brings up things that you would think, what? And when you taste it, it's just fantastic.
Corn dog shrimp up.
Corn dog shrimp is delicious.
The corn dog batter is sweet, and then the shrimp tend to be a little bit salty. It's just good.
Okay, what are we making next?
We are making the batter for the corn dog shrimp. Dipsy dog corn dog mix.
That's very old school.
A lot of fairs and circuses and stuff like that use it. We're gonna go in with the water, and we're gonna jump on it with a whisk.
All right, so see how nice and creamy that is? So it'll really coat to that shrimp.
Here we go.
21-25 shrimp.
Grab them by the tail.
By the tail.
Dump them in.
Okay, gotta set them in there nice and easy. Float them a
Set
bit.
it in and let it go.
That's so it doesn't just sink to the bottom. Let her fry.
There you go.
Whoa!
Corn dog shrimp ready to go.
Perfect them babies are.
Pretty proud of yourself on these, aren't you?
Yes.
Get in after it.
Oh, yeah. They're so good.
It tastes like a corn dog. Sweet, crunchy batter.
Straight from the fair.
Straight from the fair.
Straight from the fair.
Not salty.
The corn dog shrimp is something I've never had, and I'll be back to Pinky's weekly because they're so good.
Corn dog shrimp.
The breading they use on there with the shrimp inside, it's extra sweet.
It's always fresh shrimp. It's great stuff.
So I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am looking for what? Exactly, some real deal barbecue.
You know what it is, Guy? With this crate 502 in here, we just got to bump the timing up a little bit. That's all it is.
So you call your buddy Rutledge, who knows a lot about cars and a ton about barbecue. This is the real deal?
This is the real deal.
This is Fox Brothers Barbecue.
Smoke wings up in the window.
Fox Brothers is probably the best barbecue I've ever had.
All right, plate up.
Just one of those places you gotta come to.
Pork plate up in the window. Run it.
It's legit Texas barbecue, and they nail it.
They are Jonathan and Justin Fox, just your everyday barbecue-loving Texan twin brothers. How'd you guys get this started?
We pretty much just started cooking in our backyard for our friends.
And in 2007, they moved from backyard parties into a massive business.
We smoke probably 10,000 pounds of pork and brisket a week.
Are there no other restaurants? Are we on an island?
Pretty much.
It's that good.
Hey, you put good food out there, people come.
Which includes a big fan of what these twins are turning out, my buddy, Top Gear host, Rutledge Wood.
It is the best barbecue in Atlanta, hands down. Fox Brothers Burger up in the window.
The Fox Brothers Burger is a mouthful.
It's sort of a misnomer to call it a burger. It's not a burger at all. It's brisket.
You can tell it's just smoked all day on the hickory, and your hair smells like it when you leave, and that's how you know you're at a good barbecue joint.
All right, let's get after it.
This is certified Angus beef. Just trim down this fat just a little bit. Now we're gonna season our brisket with our salt and pepper seasoning.
Brisket with salt and pepper. That is as Texas as it comes. Now we're gonna go to the smoker?
We're gonna go to the smoker.
Great.
We cook it overnight, 10 to 12 hours at 200, 205 degrees.
Basically as low as it'll go.
Yep.
Let's go. So now what are we into?
Our homemade barbecue sauce.
Bring it, doctor.
We got a homemade ketchup. We got some vinegar.
Distilled white?
Yep.
Next up?
Hot sauce.
Anybody particular?
Texas Pete, of course.
There you go.
Well, Texas
Made in Carolina.
Texas Pete, made in Carolina, used in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Next up?
Black pepper. Granulated garlic.
Blackstrap molasses.
Yep.
Okay.
Brown sugar. Worcestershire sauce. Chili powder.
Was that silent grunting?
Yeah, that's what we do in the South. When you like something, you just go,
Onion powder?
Onion powder.
And last but not least?
Salt. Just let it come at the tip and simmer for about 30, 40 minutes.
Beautiful. What are we making now?
We're making pimento cheese.
Let's get into it.
Cheddar cheese. Pepper jack cheese.
You know what? If you're gonna try it, I just feel like I should try it
You
too.
better get right in there.
Mayonnaise. Pimentos. A little pepper, and for some heat, cayenne pepper. Mix it up by hand. Let's make a patty for our Fox Brothers burger.
All right, let's make a burger.
So we're gonna take this brisket.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Get after it, Zorro.
We got some of our house-made jalapeno mayo right here. Pimento cheese patty, and we're gonna take this beautiful thing and throw it under the salamander.
We gotta hurry up and get this burger out before Rutledge eats all of the other brisket. Rutledge!
I'm sorry.
Here we go, hit it.
Take our toasted bun. We got some of our peppered bacon, a couple pickles, tomato, onion.
That's a chopped beef sandwich. Called it a burger.
Call it a burger.
I like it.
Oh, that's a great burger.
You just like cleaning up over there like a lion that just ate a gazelle.
I don't know what happened. I went after mine.
But it's super tender brisket. When you chop that brisket up, you get a chance to incorporate that fat.
Yeah.
So it makes it even a little bit more unctuous. And adding the pimento cheese and adding the veggies on top of it brings that burger element to it.
That's Fox Brothers right there. Damn, man. Come on.
All right, that's full speed, man. That's all throttle, no bottle, man. That is just getting it done. I've heard about this funky little Indonesian joint that is run by two daughters and their mom. This is Hardina.
It's just wonderful having international food, like Indonesian food, here in Philadelphia.
Here's your ginger fried chicken. The fried ginger chicken is really good. We call it ayam kalasan.
This tastes exactly like how my grandma used to make it.
All right, so what are we making next?
The ginger paste for ginger fried chicken. Add our candle nut, shallots, garlic, ginger, galangal, turmeric.
Fresh.
Turmeric powder. This is gonna be what's on the chicken. Now I'm gonna bruise this lemongrass, tie it up, and just stuff it in the pot. Indonesian bay leaf, turmeric, salt. We use country chicken, so it's not as like fatty as like, you know, young chicken.
Yardbird.
And then we're gonna add the paste. Let it boil.
How long?
2 hours.
Got it.
Now we add our coconut milk, and this will cook for about another 20 minutes. Strain out the ginger flakes and take out the chicken.
So much going on here.
Now we're making our sambal terasi. It's a hot sauce with shrimp paste. Thai chilies, the shrimp paste, shallots, tomatoes, lime leaf, and then you got your red peppers, sugar, salt, paprika for color.
Blend.
When the magic happens. Delicious. Can't tell there's any shrimp paste in there or Thai chilies. We're gonna cook it off.
Yep.
So now we took the chicken out, let it dry a little bit, but you've skimmed off some of what we've cooked, and that's all on top of the chicken now.
Basically, you're frying the ginger paste. Now the ginger fried chicken is ready. You got your rice, a little sambal. Bon appetit. Salamat makan.
That's how I usually say it. I love the Yardbird. This little ginger fry crunch that's on the outside, I keep chasing it around because I want more of that. The sambal is the bomb. With the rice, with the crunch, with the fry, with the chicken, when you can get that optimum bite, it's dynamite.
Ginger fried chicken has the crispy skin that you want, but then the tender, moist meat on the inside.
The ginger, it just tingles on your tongue.
And then putting that sambal with it's super delicious.
So I'm here in Burlington, Vermont, to check out a joint where this guy's getting such acclaim. People are saying that he should be the driver of the vegan bus to Flavortown. This is Pingala.
Runner, Crunchwrap, please. The Crunchwrap's this ooey gooey mess of awesomeness with the beans, the queso, and the rice inside this crunchy flour tortilla that's just toasted and grilled to perfection.
What are we gonna make first?
We're gonna do the Crunchwrap. We get our chili going, sunflower seed oil, some fresh garlic, mirepoix, serranos.
So everything that we love about a good chili.
Chili powder, cumin, smoked paprika, cinnamon, some salt, a little brown sugar. Sweat that all together.
Okay.
Now add the tomatoes, organic tomato paste, tamari, gives a lot of depth. Lentils.
I get mental with the lentil.
Yeah, sentimental lentil. Black beans.
All right, so how long are we gonna let this cook down for?
An hour, hour and a half.
What's up next?
Not avocado mash. So we're gonna make some herb oil. Fresh garlic, raw onion, rosemary.
Great.
Sage, tarragon, parsley, salt. I'm gonna get this going, emulsify with the oil. And it's ready to go in the processor with the chickpeas and the peas. Nutritional yeast, and then last secret ingredient here, a little lemon extract. Blend this down.
Okay.
Take our herb oil. Voila.
Look at it from here and tell me it's not avocado. Bro, the texture is spot on. Can I get this with some chips and salsa?
Yeah, man.
That probably is in the top 5 greatest vegetarian, vegan items I've ever had in my life. Oh.
Let's make some cashew cheese.
I'm willing to learn.
We'll start with some soaked cashews, sweet potato puree.
Nutritional yeast.
You got it. Cayenne, oregano, garlic powder, some turmeric.
Great color from that. A little salt, pepper, and lemon juice.
And hot water. You want to let this roll for a little bit till it gets nice and smooth and creamy.
It's outstanding. It's creamy, it's not over salty, it's not overpowering. Love the little bit of the lemon. And the great thing is that little spice in there.
Yeah.
What's left?
Oat milk cheese.
So boiling water.
Adding our rolled oats in.
How long is this gonna cook?
3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna get right in there. Nutritional yeast again.
Turmeric.
Some garlic powder. A little salt, a lemon juice, a little oil, a little immersion blender action. Start adding in our tapioca flour. Tighten it up.
Dude, I'm so impressed. Let's build this thing. I'm dying.
All right, tortilla, oat cheese.
Brown rice.
Just seasoned up a little special.
Okay.
Our chili, cashew cheese, a couple crunchy tortillas that we just toasted in the oven. Not avocado mash. Tomato, some scallion, cilantro, some pickled jalapeno.
I'm not sure where this is going.
This is going right in there. We just fold it up, press this on a panini press. 30 seconds, 45 seconds. There's your Crunchwrap.
Bro, it's outstanding. The textures, the seasoning, the fake avocado.
Yeah.
Probably was the foundation of me getting my mind blown. I mean, out of vegetarian, vegan dishes I've had in my life, this is easily in the top 5, if not top 3. I would challenge anybody who doesn't think they like vegetarian, vegan, to come down here and try this. It's remarkable. Get on a plane and come to Vermont, remarkable.
Crunchwrap, I need a runner.
If you're a cheese lover, this is the one to go to.
It's just comforting. It's really yummy.
Now, you know on Triple D, I love finding the old school joints, and boy, do I have one for you. A joint from 1901. So here I am on the east side of Bakersfield, California, right by the Southern Pacific Railroad. Now, from 1901 to 1935, this place was a lot of different joints. But since 1935, everybody in Bakersfield knows this place. This is the Pyrenees Cafe.
Pyrenees is a landmark.
The food here is incredible.
Good flavors, made from scratch, right from home.
And right from the Basque tradition.
What's the book up?
This old world menu has been a longtime staple here. So when Julie and Rod Crawford took over in 2014, they weren't about to change it.
Basque food, is it hard to explain that to people in Bakersfield?
No, everybody in Bakersfield gets it. It's hard to explain to the rest of the world.
Traditionally, it is ethnic food that comes from the Basque region between France and Spain.
And French-born chef Gilbert Hernandez knows a thing or two about the Basque people.
It was the best sheepherder. The best sheepherders. Oh, yeah. People would ask the Basque to come to the United States to raise sheep. These are poor people.
Yes.
Living in the hills.
Yes, with nothing, they used to make a meal.
So they have to become creative.
Yes.
And they use every part of the animal.
You can get everything from the pickled tongue to soup or whatever the specials are for the day.
Fried chicken ready.
They're the best at it. It's really kind of a mainstay.
It's not Southern fried chicken by any stretch of the imagination. And I think the garlic just makes it something different.
So what are we gonna make today, Chef?
Fried garlic chicken.
We're gonna fry the garlic or we're gonna fry the chicken?
We're gonna fry the chicken.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Little chickens.
Yes.
He just takes the knife right through. No question of where the joint is. That was a no lookie. Now you're showing off.
Now we're gonna season the chicken. Salt, black pepper, garlic powder, chicken base. And we're gonna put some fresh garlic.
Okay. A lot of garlic. Little olive oil?
Yes. You're welcome.
There we go.
Perfect.
Now, how long are we gonna let this marinate, Chef?
At least 2 hours.
At least 2 hours.
Yes. Then after, we're gonna put some buttermilk. And then after, we dredge it in the flour, seasoning flour, black pepper and salt.
That's it?
That's it.
But we're not going to the fryer. We're going to this?
Yes.
This is the Basque way of doing it, because nobody in Pyrenees Mountains had... Okay.
No.
I like how he just takes his time, just nice and easy. And how long do we cook it?
15, 20 minutes.
And what comes with this, Chef?
Yes, come with the green beans and French fries. Here's the chicken.
Very nice. What's in the garlic sauce?
Fresh garlic with olive oil and a little bit butter and parsley. And here is your basket garlic chicken.
The garlic on the outside is very strong, but the garlic and the flavor inside the chicken is what is really nice. It's tender, it's juicy, lots of flavor. The crust on the chicken is great. I have restaurants called Johnny Garlics. I have one in Bakersfield. But if I was gonna ever make fried garlic chicken, that would be the example. Outstanding.
The garlic just hits you right away as soon as you bite into it.
Probably don't want to have your first date after you eat it, but it's very, very good.
The best chicken that you'll ever have.
So I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona, right by Paradise Valley, to check out a joint where this guy's doing some crazy things to burgers. Let's see, he's putting eggs on burgers, he's cooking burgers in booze, he's even deep frying burgers. This is Paradise Valley Burger Company.
If you love burgers, this is the place to come, not just in the state of Arizona, but all over.
The beach house burger.
The creativity and craftsmanship that goes into making their burgers, I couldn't even duplicate if my life depended on it.
And they're all the brainchild of chef and owner Brett Shapiro, who opened this joint in 2011.
A good burger should...
When it's like, plow!
That's what a good burger
That's
does.
what a good burger should speak to you.
And speaking of burgers...
Country fried burger for you.
The country fried burger is another one of my favorites.
Green chili bacon cream sauce on top of deep fried patties. That's America right there.
What's gonna be in the country fried burger?
We're gonna start with the country fried gravy. We're gonna add some olive oil, diced red onion, sliced jalapenos, sliced garlic. Generous on the salt and pepper. Shake up the pan a little bit, get them nice and tender.
Would you like a towel?
Monster hands. Been doing this since 15 years old.
There you go. Okay, so the gravy's going.
Gonna hit it with our heavy cream now.
Now this is gonna simmer down.
Simmer down now.
Simmer down now.
Cook it for about 15, 20 minutes. Gonna reduce it by half.
Okay.
Add our fresh thyme.
Now we hit it with the immersion blender. And then that's gonna go on top of the burger. How many patties in the burger?
Each burger's 4 ounces, so it's gonna get 2 2-ounce patties. Boom. That's
Okay.
my sweet spot right there.
There you go. Why did you decide to do it in this fashion, 2-ounce patties?
I wanted to maximize the char for each burger.
Awesome. Let's see it go.
Tan it, tan it, tan it.
What is the suntan lotion you're spraying on it?
A little bit of heavy cream.
Heavy cream in a mister bottle.
Exactly. Flour, flour, flour. Patties going in.
No, that's how it goes?
That's how we roll, man. We gotta get crazy back here.
You got issues, and I like it. Next up?
So I square up my buns so they stick to the flat top.
Wait, time out. You get the buns in round.
Yes, sir.
Then you cut all the buns square.
Exactly right.
You want to toast the whole
caboodle. Start with a little bit of lettuce to protect the brioche. We're gonna add our country fried burger patties.
Double the patty up, I like this.
Now we're gonna add our gravy. A little bit of fresh thyme.
You're into your time, huh?
No time. Tomatoes. Fried onions.
And that's all she wrote.
For the country fried burger.
Got beach towel?
Beach towel, of course, my man.
I just listened to you talk about how you make this burger. Cutting the bun so you can get full contact. Making the patties thin so you can put a nice crust. It's legit, it's enthusiastic. It takes the regular, everyday burger to another level. I mean, it really is, man. It's great.
Awesome, dude. I appreciate that.
So what are we making?
Green chili bacon vodka cream sauce for the booze burger.
Green chili bacon vodka cream sauce. Okay, get into it.
All right. First, we're gonna start with a little bit of olive oil. Render down the bacon.
Cook it like it's hot.
That's awesome. Gonna drop in our sliced red onion.
Okay, jalapenos. This is like an Arizona breath mint.
More or less, man.
Okay.
Get our garlic going. Once those have sweated down, we're gonna add some vodka to it. We're gonna add our heavy cream. Get some sound effects.
Nice. Salt and pepper.
They're brothers. They're best friends.
So you roasted the peppers.
Yep.
Seeded, stemmed them, skinned them.
Exactly right.
Okay. And now a bunch of cilantro.
Blend it.
Next up,
we're gonna pickle the Fresno chilies.
Very nice.
A little bit of sugar here.
Okay.
This was liquid smoke. Whiskey.
Okay.
Give it 2 days to pickle. We're ready to serve.
And that's what it is.
Yes, sir. Now we're gonna make a classic beer batter. Start off with a little bit of amber beer.
So far we've used vodka, we've used whiskey. Here comes the beer.
3 food groups, as I like to call it.
Very nice.
A little bit of salt and pepper. Add our flour and mix it all together. You got it.
Next up, we cook this burger.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Salt and pepper. Now we're gonna beer batter our patties and then drop in the deep fryer for about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
Let's get our beer battered patties. Add our green chili bacon vodka cream sauce. And finally, our pickled Fresno chilies.
Hands down, what makes that burger was Fresno chilies.
I agree, man.
You got all kinds of great crunch, salt, a little spice coming in there. You've got a passion for it, and it comes out in the burger, man.
You're about to make a grown man cry.
I'm telling you what, this is prime time, buddy. A Triple D, when we hit an historic place like Baltimore, well, we got to use the inside track of a buddy who lives here. So regardless of the weather or how busy this dude is, we're at Charm City Cakes to talk to the cake bad boy, Duff Goldman, and find out one of his favorite joints.
Call the cops.
This is where the magic happens?
All right. How you doing?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
So you open up the bakery, you've been doing this thing here, but you really come from a culinary background, not just a background of making incredible cakes.
I've been a cook for almost 20 years.
I come to Baltimore, I want to try some iconic Baltimore food.
Locals know, gotta get pit beef.
So where's the best place to get it?
I think probably Chaps.
Chaps. Let's get some pit beef.
All right, let's do it. Oh, sweet.
Isn't that nice?
Come on, let me drive.
Seriously.
Seriously, can I?
No.
Oh, come on.
How do you get to make any cake?
This thing is awesome. That way, I'm punching.
This is the famous Chaps?
This is Chaps.
Look at that. You come to Baltimore, this is what you better see.
If you don't, it's not pit beef.
The charcoal pit beef. You're not gonna get it nowhere else.
One medium rare beef on a roll.
It's so tender.
It just falls right apart.
Let me free pit beef.
Done the way you want.
Medium well and a medium rare, Milton.
Then sliced thin.
Oh, look at that.
And piled high.
Best beef ever.
When anybody says Chaps, they know what we're talking about.
It started 21 years ago when Bob and Donna Kreger got married.
As a wedding gift, my father gave me this little shack.
For lawn tools, or what was the reason?
He said, since my husband loved to cook, we should put a pit beef stand outside of his nightclub. Fry and a rare. We started just a grill, an exhaust system, and a register.
And learned real quick.
2 beef on a roll?
Thank you. Bringing in so many fans, they had to add on a dining room.
Somebody get the counter, please.
But the beef is still the same.
Is this the best pit beef in Baltimore?
Yes, it is.
Now this is...
It's a bottom round. You put about 6 of these on to start the day.
You can smell it from as early as probably 6 o'clock in the morning.
Once I smelled that smoke, I said I got to get over here.
We're just straight on the grill just like it is. 400 or 500 degrees usually.
Baker boy, what do you think?
That's about right.
I'll melt the bowl. Where'd your bling go, Gwen? Can you get part medium rare and part well done?
Here, you can get whatever you want.
The medium rare. They're both rare?
Yes, sir.
Good.
You got 3 medium wells.
I like rare more than anything.
Pull it rare, bring it over to the edge, cut it.
Look at that.
And now in about 15 minutes, you're ready to start working that.
What are we gonna make first?
Make a beef sandwich.
You can do it. Come on now. Keep pushing it. It got to the point where it's really on the rare side.
Right.
I mean, we're almost tartare right
so
there.
that goes back on the grill. And then we'll bring another piece
So
out.
this is like tag team meat slicing.
Exactly.
Hey, look at that over there.
Oh,
check that out. Oh. Now, what do you like to put on these?
Onions, maybe a little salt and pepper, a bit of horseradish on there.
Now, how many of these do you guys sell in a day?
A couple hundred.
You know, I like the little char to it. But I gotta say, the medley of the white onion, the really nice, bright horseradish, a little bit of salt and pepper, a great roll, not too much bread. I hate when you get too much bread and it starts to become...
It's all about the meat.
Right. That'll just clean you right out, won't it? Wow.
It's good for you. Horseradish. It's good for you.
Whoa.
There it is.
My toes are tickled. I mean, usually, I go like, wow.
Welcome to Baltimore.
It's spicy, it's moist. The meat is so tender.
I give it way past a 10.
And there's way more than beef.
3 turkeys.
They're putting everything on the pit.
If you want a variety, ham, turkey.
I like it.
And then, of course, sausage, too. That's another good.
Oh, yeah. What do you got there, Meat Wizard?
Corned beef.
Yep, they're even pit grilling the corned beef for killer Reubens and combos any way you want.
Definitely jalapenos.
I think we should have it every single way you can possibly make it.
My favorite is a bulldog. A couple of slices of cheese, and we put the sausage on, put the beef on.
Get up underneath it like this. Bring your shoulders. Protect yourself when you're at the counter.
You're coming to my town and teach me how to bulldog?
I didn't think the pit beef could get any better. That little sausage kicker.
This one's got pit beef, ham, and corned beef.
Is there anything wrong with this picture? Actually, no, there's not. When the bread won't even wrap around. That is so much flavor. Sweetness of the ham, that briny, pickly spice on the corned beef, and then just a nice smoky flavor from the pit beef. A roll that can withstand the pressure.
This is like sandwich engineering right here. Good mouthfeel.
It is, good mouthfeel. You so want a bite of this, don't you?
It's great, man.
Well, I like everything they got in here.
I need a ribbon chicken barbecue for Colin.
They got the best smoky flavor in the whole town.
Same as always for 2 decades.
It's like going to a family member house and they got the grill out.
Have a great day, sir. Thank you.
Except they're always open. And they don't mind you stopping by.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
And he came from Delaware to get some pit beef.
I want the beef and turkey.
You make these great combos. Now, can I custom build my own combo?
Oh, absolutely.
For my boy Duff. Yeah?
Start with the beef.
Some jalapenos down, horseradish. Okay, now we put the ham up there.
Cut the burger in half.
Nacho cheese sauce.
Sausage.
Pickles. We'll chop beef, turkey. Where are you, Duffinator? My brother. That. Just look at the cascading joy. There you go. There's a champion. Let's cut this in half.
No, don't cut it. Don't. If you cut it, it's gonna explode.
Look at the bite out of it.
Make sure you don't lose anything.
Get over here. Oh, he goes for a double bite. What cheese? Is there anything right here? Good? No, you look fine.
Now, you watch Triple D, you know I love Italian food. It's gotta be handmade, it's gotta be homemade, it's gotta be the real deal. And from what the locals tell me, Reno's place is all that.
Best food in Boston.
Tenderloin?
So is second-generation owner, Tony DeCenzo.
Jim Scampi up.
Were you born in Italy?
Born in Italy. Migrated here with my family in '85. My parents bought the business. We're ready to retire in like '94, and I've had it ever since.
I have a lobster ravioli.
The ravioli is made fresh, just very delicious.
All right, what are we making first, boss?
Okay, we're gonna boil some lobsters.
Okay.
For our lobster raviolis, we have 2 lobsters, about 1.5 pounds each.
Is it water seasoned?
Yeah, a little salt. Drop them in there.
For about
15
minutes?
10-15 minutes.
Okay, when these get done, we'll get started.
Yeah, we're gonna shock them in an ice bath.
So we stop the cooking process.
Okay, now we're gonna take all the meat out, the tail, the claws.
This is for the filling?
Yes.
All right, so we get all the lobster meat out?
And the legs also.
We're gonna roll out the legs.
Yes.
This is actually going to be quite comical.
His big hands in this. Get after it, boss. Squeezing all the meat right out of it. Look at that, like lobster sausage. That meat is super sweet and super tasty. A lot of work for a little lobster. So this gets us the bowl of lobster. Now we chop it up, do a little saute on it.
Some extra virgin olive oil, some shallots.
Where do you get your olive oil from?
Italy.
Of course. We got the chopped up lobster meat.
There we go. Okay, a little fresh parsley.
Italian parsley?
Yes, salt, pepper.
And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, pull it off the heat.
Let it cool down.
About a half an hour.
Somebody's got to try it. Can't we just eat it like that?
I know, it's delicious. Okay, you ready?
Go.
We're gonna make our filling. Fresh ricotta.
Where are you getting the ricotta from?
From Italy also.
What, do you have like a tram that goes back and forth?
Nothing but the best.
A Parmigiano Reggiano?
Parmigiano Reggiano. Some parsley, salt, pepper, a chilled lobster meat.
All right, brother.
Just fold it. I like to leave it chunky.
Yes. No, I want some
chunky.
texture.
None of this pureed stuff.
No, I want chunk of lobster.
There you go. That's right.
So we got this ready. Next thing is making the pasta.
Exactly, yes.
Please, will we eat soon?
Yes, we will, yes.
Killing me.
The flour, make the well, where we're gonna add our eggs.
We make pasta at home quite a bit, my boys and I.
This is how my grandmother taught me. My
This
mother.
is how we do it.
Add the eggs. Then, a little salt, a little extra virgin olive oil.
Because our pitchfork is in the shop, we're gonna whip the eggs with this. Each time he mixes it around, a little bit more flour catches in, incorporating into the eggs.
Now it's kind of like pasty. We can start folding in the flour.
And now just as much flour will stick to it as it can. And do you do all the prep and everything in this little kitchen?
Yes.
We're making a sheeted pasta. We want to gently do this. So you start this on the largest number.
Exactly. And we're gonna work our way down to like 2.5.
Wow, look at this. There should be music to this right now. This should be a video.
When I get towards the end, we're gonna fold it and make it a little bit more wider, better consistency.
So it really fits inside of the ravioli mold.
Exactly. There you go. A little flour right on top of the mold. Just press it in a little bit because that's where the filling's gonna go in.
Wow. You don't skimp on the filling.
Nope.
I just want you to see this. That right there is plenty. But that is how much he puts in a ravioli here. Crazy. Now we do another sheet.
Yep, right on top. Press down so the two pastas sealed together. Flip it over.
1, 2.
Take the mold off and then cut it with the dough cutter. See where the ridges are? Then what we do is press them on all sides.
Make sure that they seal. There's no air in these. They hit a little flour, put them on a sheet tray.
What we'll do is we'll freeze them.
They'll seal even better, and then you're off to go.
We're gonna make the lobster ravioli sauce now.
Fantastic.
Some extra virgin olive oil, shallots, lobster meat.
Seriously?
Yeah, salt, pepper, let that sweat a little bit. Next, we'll add our brandy.
Oh, that what happened?
Yeah, that's what I have.
What it is?
Yes, that's what it is. Once it's done flaming, one tomato sauce, heavy cream, butter, take some fresh basil. Now we're gonna let it reduce.
We're gonna put this onto the 15-step ravioli.
Put in 8 raviolis to an order for about 2.5 minutes.
We're gonna have this on a simmer boil, not a rapid boil, so you don't beat these things up.
Exactly.
Ravies are floating.
Yes, let them drain, add in their sauce. Then a little grated cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano.
Here comes the monster meal.
Just drop them right in there. Lobster ravioli.
I can feel the firmness of the pasta. That's ridiculous. I don't know if I should hug you or kidnap you to California.
I heard about this family that started off in the fair business, and then they went and opened a restaurant. This is Grammy's Goodies.
Coming to this place is like going to your grandma's house.
Because Grammy's is actually filled with Grandma's recipes, which Vicky Corder, her husband Jeff, and their kids first started selling at festivals. And when business boomed, they expanded to a full-fledged restaurant.
Jeff's Original Cannoli.
I feel like all the food here is larger than life.
Sauce and lasagna.
Have you seen lasagna that big?
Not before, no.
It's the cheesiest lasagna you'll ever eat.
What are we starting with?
My grandmother's
Okay,
Sunday sauce.
okay.
Olive oil, pork ribs, and neck bones.
Any prosciutto?
No,
How did you know what that was?
because I'm Italian.
You call it prosciutto in Denver?
I call it prosciutto because
Well,
I'm not
from
New
New
York. Garlic salt.
What's up next?
She made us put everything in the sauce in threes because it blessed the sauce. Father,
So 1 garlic.
Son, Holy Ghost.
That's a lot of garlic.
That's the perfect amount of garlic.
I thought so too. That's what I meant to say.
Onion, parsley.
What about the Father and the Son?
I'm saying it to myself.
I want to be in on it.
Crushed tomatoes, fresh basil, black pepper,
And salt.
Tomato paste goes in.
And a lot of water. And how long is this going to cook?
About 3 hours.
What's up next?
Nana's meatballs.
Is Nana different than Grammy?
No, I called her Grammy. My kids called her.
Nana.
It's half pork, half ground beef. Mix it together.
Now, she taught you these recipes by you standing next to her, or did she just throw you right in the mix?
She had horrible arthritis. So
Oh, really?
I was her hands. Chopped onions, soft breadcrumbs, basil, garlic,
You guys love your garlic.
parsley, Romano cheese,
Salt.
black pepper, and eggs.
How many meatballs will this make?
About that tray's worth.
Okay, good.
They're about 1/3 of a pound.
Ooh, we're really coating the pan up, huh? So we're not just gonna bake them, we're gonna also give them a little pan fry. 350 degrees, how long?
15 minutes.
Next up?
Whole milk ricotta cheese, black pepper, eggs, fresh parsley, mozzarella provolone blend, and Romano cheese.
How many layers are you making?
Probably 6.
Okay, just shout it out when you know the answer.
You make me so nervous.
I'm just standing here talking. Granted, I'm questioning
The place of my origin.
Well, that we know is just a gigantic farce. Did you see how you're trying to kick me on Triple D? All right, Vic, let's see it.
Olive oil. We line our noodles up. It's got to be 7 by 7.
It's got to be 7 by 7.
Sauce. About half the cheese on this layer.
How much of the sausage is going in there?
All of it.
That's a lot of sausage.
The family that makes it has been in business for 100 years. They were friends of my grandmother.
Got it.
Noodles
again. Sauce again. Cheese again.
Meatballs.
Oh, this should be an interesting number.
A lot of meatballs.
Well, that can't be the real way, Vic. I think I'm being
12.
told a story. 12.
It's 12.
Okay.
How many do I have in there now?
I have no clue.
Me either. Provolone. Noodles.
How long is this gonna bake? 4 years?
About 3 hours.
Whoa! That is a monster. Oh, the parsley made it healthier.
Yeah, eat your vegetables.
One small bite for man. So I know that this is the lasagna portion for the entire family. Lots of ricotta, delicious meatballs, tender pasta, dynamite sauce. You make this roll yourself also?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. This is old school American Italian, exactly the kind of lasagna I would expect to go and get at Grammy's house. Dynamite.
Lasagna for Lou.
In each bite, you get cheese and meat.
It's been about 12 years since we first came to OKC. I can't figure out how I missed a joint that's been doing it for 67 years. They've been doing this country cooking, and they're getting known now for something called yam fried chicken. Oh, that's right up my alley. This is Florence's restaurant.
Smothered pork chops.
There's no place like Florence's in the heartland.
I have chicken and dumplings.
Country classic. It's like my grandmother would have fixed back in the day when we were kids.
How'd you find this place?
Man, this place has been around since the 50s.
Which is when Florence Kemp started cooking up her brand of Southern comfort here at the age of 20. And she's still stirring the pot with the help of her daughter, Victoria. How many generations of families do you get coming through here?
We see 4th-generation customers.
It's gonna make you feel fantastic.
Yes.
I was born and raised in the South, and when I came here, I knew I'd found the Mecca.
Fried rib appetizer.
The fried ribs are really a unique kind of experience.
It's a light breading. It's not too thick. The barbecue sauce is amazing.
What are we gonna make today?
Fried ribs.
Like pork ribs?
Yes.
How'd you know that's my middle name? Guy Fried Ribs Fieri. How do you want to start?
We cut these ribs.
So these are spare ribs, or St. Louis style rib. Has this fried rib always been on the menu?
No. My dad used to live with me, and he got old, and I have to go home and try to fix his dinner. And so this is something I could fix quick. He was 105.
Holy moly. So we go from the lemon juice and vinegar into the water. Now this is gonna brine for a day?
As long as it stays, better.
The longer the better. So when it gets done,
We put the salt and pepper on it. Now we're gonna make the house seasoning for our fried ribs. First we start with flour,
this is the salt.
cornstarch,
There we go.
baking powder, pepper.
And then we put that all over the ribs.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we fry the ribs for 15 minutes.
How many come with an order, Florence?
3 or 4.
Who makes the laws around here?
Oh, my daughter thinks that she's the mother now, and I'm the daughter.
Are we gonna serve these with anything?
Barbecue sauce.
Okay, I'm following the lead. I know you're the boss.
I like that. Take this water and pour it in
Okay,
the pot.
gonna put the water in the pot. Okay.
And then we're gonna put all of these dry ingredients.
The sugar, it's like a little onion powder. So a little barbecue spice, okay, a little cumin, a little mustard. We are a team. Look at us go, Flo.
Oh, yeah. A little liquid smoke.
Water or really bad moonshine?
It's vinegar.
Now we'll go ketchup. We'll let this cook down, and then when the ribs come out, we'll get them with the sauce.
Looking good.
That's tasty. Not too much batter, nice and juicy. I think the key was that you soaked them in the vinegar. Got a nice little flavor from that.
How you like that sauce?
Oh, there's good tang in that sauce, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have more fried ribs.
Fried rib appetizer, enjoy.
It's already a good rib, but when you put that batter on top of it, it just takes it over the top.
Everybody should try a fried rib, right? Frying chicken right now in the hot grease.
You're a local food writer. What is it about Florence's?
The world moves really fast, but it doesn't here. Florence is always here. I mean, it's an inspiration for how good you can get if you take the time to do it that long.
When they ask, what do you want? I said, I want your yam fried chicken.
You've never tasted something that is so moist, so good,
and so flavorful.
What are we making now?
Yam fried chicken.
I don't know what yam fried chicken means, so I'm just gonna follow you.
I'm gonna first take it and season it with salt and pepper.
And then we also have a little seasoning in the flour, too. How old are those Dutch ovens there, Florence?
Oh, I wore out about 5 or 6 of them.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody wearing out a Dutch oven. I think you probably wore out some people that have worked here. I think there have been people that come to work here and that have had to go retire, and you're still working.
Yes. And they ask me all the time when I'm gonna retire.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Not soon, I hope.
Some of the people that work here told me that you once in a while you quit.
When I get mad at them, I don't work anymore.
And where do you go?
Nowhere.
Oh, I gotta try that. I quit.
And we're gonna make candied yams out of these.
Bunch of cooked yams.
But all of this sugar in there.
It's a lot of sugar, ma'am.
You're in for a treat. Add some butter. After a while, it'll turn into syrup.
Anything else we're gonna serve with this?
We got greens.
Collard greens?
Yes. I'm gonna put these in the pot. And then I'll pour all this water in, baking soda. There's the sugar, salt.
Chicken stock?
We put all of that stock in. They're gonna cook about an hour and a half.
Plain old fried chicken's good for me, but now we're going yam fried chicken.
We've already put our yams on the plate.
Okay.
Take the collard greens.
Okay, good.
Right in the sauce you go. Now you try that.
All right. You invented that?
Yes.
Delicious. You really season your chicken well. There's a lot of flavor in that pot. I love collard greens. Nice and tender, not mushy. Perfectly cooked chicken, tender candied yams, and you. Package deal. Fantastic.
I need that yam fried chicken.
Amazing, tender and juicy on the inside.
The yam sauce just made it so delicious.
And how about the collards?
I have them every time I come here, and I come here from 2 to 3 times a week.
Fried chicken, I needed it 15 minutes ago. I'm running behind.
So in OKC, this is a must-go-to.
Absolutely.
You have to try it. All your taste buds are just gonna come alive at one time.
You're a big personality. You walk softly and carry a big stick.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I resemble that remark. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Watch out for Florence. She quit. She'll be back.
Did you know they have one of the only copper-covered, wood-fired French pizza ovens, a Le Pagnol, at this place where they're doing off-the-hook pizza? This is Pizzeria Lola.
A lot of unusual flavors.
Macaroni up. I'm a Chicago boy. I know my pizza. This is right up there with the best in Chicago.
There's attitude in every single pizza.
Sliced and served up by owner Ann Kim, who grew up learning to cook from her Korean grandma before discovering another passion a little later in life.
Margarita up. I lived in New York for 7 years, spent most of it while I was in college eating pizza.
Now she's back home in Minnesota, topping artisan crust with savory ingredients. But she's also got her eye on the FM dial and rocking a classic.
Here's your macaroni.
Just kind of like a meat overload.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah.
How are we gonna start the dough?
We make a poulish. For me, it's all about the dough and the slow rise and the fermentation.
Let's see it.
First thing we're gonna do is add some water, a teeny bit of yeast, and then the flour.
Now we mix this up?
Yep, for about 5 or 6 minutes until it's nicely incorporated, no lumps. And then we let it sit about 17 hours in the basement.
Make one for today that we're gonna use for tomorrow.
Yep, exactly.
Take it. Okay, poulish is ready.
Yes.
Oh, if they made cologne, this should be the Guy Fieri brand of cologne.
Eau de Pou. We're gonna dump the poulish in. Look at that. Next, we're gonna add Italian flour, and then some more yeast, some cold water, and last, some Italian sea salt.
We're gonna let this proof up?
Yes, and now we'll mix her up.
10 minutes?
The key is to mix it just enough. You don't want to get the glutens too stretchy and tight. Cover it up, let it sit for about 10 minutes, cut it into 9-ounce dough balls, put it into a dough tray, and then put it in the cooler overnight.
So this isn't a 24-hour dough, this is a 48-hour dough.
Yep, it's a 2-day process.
Oh, it's gonna have really nice yeasty flavor.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to open a bakery and call it the Yeasty Boys.
I like it.
West Coast.
Minnesota.
So give me the rundown. What are we making?
We're making our house-made fennel sausage. We have ground Berkshire pork. We add toasted fennel seed, fresh chopped garlic,
like chili flake,
salt, and freshly ground pepper, which we grind ourselves, of course.
You have to.
Yep.
She's saying all the things there. It's like music.
We massage the pork.
This is gonna make a happy pizza.
And then we're just gonna flatten it out a little bit. 400 degrees.
15, 20 minutes?
Yep.
Got it. Next up,
Our house red sauce. Start off with some fresh ground California tomatoes.
Stanislaus.
Yes. How'd you guess?
From Cali.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, west side. And then Stanislaus, red pear tomatoes, tomato puree, salt, dried basil, dried oregano, granulated garlic, and a little bit of onion powder. Whisk her up.
Wish I could get some of this to go. Next up,
Let's make a macaroni.
no throw?
No, that's just for show.
You don't believe centrifugal force has anything to play in it?
Maybe, but you know, this is just a 9-inch pizza.
Oh, okay, well.
The house red sauce, Wisconsin, mozzarella, fennel sausage that we made earlier, natural casing pepperoni.
Audio bypass. Adios.
Stick it in the oven.
So we're running the deck right around, what'd you say?
Between 550, 600.
Okay.
Yep. They cook fast. You don't have to wait long for a pizza pie here.
Still a final crisp on it?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Look at that right there. Look how thin that is. We got this heirloom pork with the real fat and the real flavor, and the fennel's rocking this. A lot of people say, oh, sausage and pepperoni. I've had that all the time. This is way beyond your everyday pizza joint on the corner, sausage and pepperoni. You gotta try this one.
It's the most heightened, delicious pepperoni sausage pizza you've ever had. You're like, this is what pepperoni is supposed to taste like.